Yo guys, Dominic here, and today I'm going to show you how I made the Julia remix, the new track from Nickless. If you haven't heard it, it's out now, so check it out. So I'll just start with the break. So here's the full project. I think it took me about 15 hours to work on it. So let's just go through the break without the vocals. I think the main part is the piano here. It's a lapse piano, which I just played in. And then for the second part of the break, it kinda builds up a little, so I added some high notes. For external processing, I think there is not much going on. An EQ to cut the lows and boost some of the highs. Then there's sidechain, which is used for the second break. The stereo imager to make it a little brighter. And then I bounced it out and added a reverse piano, so you can hear it like this. Then we have the guitars from Nickless himself. He sent me those with the stems. Then we have a bass. I think it's Serum. Yeah, just a preset I got from Splice. Then we have the pads. I think those are the same pads I already used in the Nickless Paris remix, so yeah, the pad Paris sounds like this. And there is another guitar building up some tension. Then there are of course some crashes, uplifters and tonal ambient sounds. Combined they sound like that. And for the vocal, there's just the original vocal stem from Nickless, and I added some delay to it.
Julia, I've waited a long time. I sang my heart out in 1,000 rhymes.
And it's layered with some kind of doubler, also from Nickless himself. So all combined, it starts really, let's say, acoustic and builds up for the pre-chorus.
Julia, I've waited a long time.
Special from this remix are those little fillers here. So when I first started on this remix, Nickless just sent me a video of some IDs, and I asked him to record some da-da-da-da-da vocals, and he sent me those. And a lower version. I think they really add up to the track, because it's some kind of melody which you have in your head the first time you listen to the track, and also the melody which will still be in your head after listening to it a few times. And then there is the pre-chorus.
Now he's blocking all my calls, he don't understand at all. If only Julia could pick up her phone tonight.
So this one is really focused on the vocal here, of course the lead vocal plus the doubler.
If only Julia could pick up her phone tonight.
And then I added a vocoder, which combined sounds like this. So I did this one, I think here. Yeah, there is a bunch of different vocoders. So let me see. One on the right side. middle, more to the left. Oh yeah, this one is still left. So yeah, just a bunch of vocal layers and some high notes. That's the original one. So all combined, they sound pretty cool, I think.
If only Julia could pick up her phone tonight, I wouldn't have to play my songs from outside.
So underneath the vocal we have of course the guitars once again. Then also some kind of piano arp playing in the back. And the pads, yeah, they slowly fade in with a filter. And then there is, oh yeah, some very small claps, more drums, crashes, uplifters, and also some new ambient sounds, and a big sub impact. So all together.
Now he's blocking all my calls, he don't understand at all. If only Julia could pick up her phone tonight, I wouldn't have to play my songs from outside. Let me up on your balcony, then we'll spend the night from dusk till dawn.
So that's where the build-up comes, and first of all, or let's say the most dominant part here, is the piano. So let's just quickly jump to the drop, because the piano is there in full. So I used 4 pianos here. We have the first one, the second one, then this is just some kind of white noise, and the last one, it's a piano from Nickless, but oh yeah, here we have it, the magic N. So all together they sound like this. I think for external processing there's not too much, just EQs, cutting out the lows, boosting some highs. Let's see, yeah, cutting out the lows, then some compression, a filter which is used for the build-up, another low cut, sidechain, stereo mixing, and also more sidechain for the second build-up, probably. And for the first build-up I just deleted 2 of the layers and only used the first 2 layers to make it a little smaller. Then, as I mentioned earlier, the main vocal chops combined with new guitars. And then of course all drums, crashes, ambient sounds. Of course the lead is also introduced here with a filter. And for the vocal, I just used the last part, kind of faded it out there.
And the night from dusk till dusk till dusk till dusk till dusk till dusk till.
So you can hear it goes right and left, and the filter is going down. and also some kind of background vocals. So all together it builds a lot of tension. And then shortly before the drop there is, let's say, drum fill, which I did, combined without the vocal here. And of course the vocal shout. I just need you by my side, by my side. So let's go from top to the bottom with the bass. It's actually just one bass, which I did in Vital, and it's supported by those two different samples. So together. No magic happening here, it's just a compressor and sidechain. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. For the lead, we have actually 6 different layers. A whistle sound, another preset I did in Vital, another preset I think I got from the MHA sound bank, another Vital. Yeah, then we have this little filler. And I think the other one is Nexus as well. Yeah, they just add some kind of harmonies there. And then I just used some reverses from the lead itself to some kind of make this introduction a little smoother. So without it's and with. Let's see what we have for external processing. Yeah, not really much. Cutting lows, filter, sidechain. And I think I saw some distortion, some widening. Sometimes you just have to keep it easy. Then off to the chords. I think I also used them in the Paris remix. Chords 1 from my pack. Also chords 1 but without distortion. With and here without. And another block I did a while ago in Serum. And the distorted one, you see it on the piano roll, it only plays some notes. The piano I talked earlier. I just made some volume cuts, otherwise it sounded a little messy. And then I just used the original guitar stems. And added some of my own here. For the second part of the drop, we have the da 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 da. So this part without any drums or other uplifters and stuff like this sounds like that. I just need you by my side. So time to add some drums, I guess. The kick. For the drums, I used some of my own drums, and also the drums I use in the Paris remix, so I bounced them out as a stem, and I use them quite often in my projects. Yeah. So combined with other claps. What's this? Some kind of tom. And for the second part, I just added some more hi-hats. Then for crashes, it's just some basic stuff. And the interesting part is here in the ambient sounds, this one especially. So yeah, just a bunch of samples. So those two I just did with different plugins like Contact, Avengers and stuff like that on the pattern. I think it's this one. This one is Nexus Brass and another Nexus. So the second break is a little different from the first one. Let's mute the vocals shortly. The main difference is that you have the kick drum coming in right away, and also some new samples like this guitar. And some more drums. So here I added some kind of symphony. Looks like it's not working, but I have these themes. And for the vocal, of course, there is the second part, the second verse, and some more vocoder. Others say stuck in love is better late than now. And she threw all my leathers out. Oh, can I be close somehow? Hold it on, hold it on. So then we are right into the second build-up. The vocals actually changed there, so we don't have the big vocoder vocals, but we have some new verse or pre-chorus. And then of course there is the drop again, with basically no changes to the first one. And for the second part I muted the lead sound, this one. And instead of that I added the vocals from the second build-up. Julia, I'm holding on, which sounds like this. So yeah, that's it about the Julia remix. Let me know if you have any question regarding this project, and otherwise just go to the platforms, stream it, and yeah, let me know what you think. I hope this one was helpful for all the producers out there. Let's see you another time.